This is a public service announcement. Dear Stephanie, come and get your fucking cat.
So I got to thinking about the video that I made yesterday about the Rocky Point rally. Some of the things I think would be important to know about getting around in Rocky Point and probably the rest of Mexico. And that is, traffic laws are merely suggestions. Unless you're an American and they see you, they're gonna pop you. What does that mean? Well, a stop sign, you cannot presume that anybody's gonna stop, and probably most won't. If they see me on my bike, most of the time they'll just stop. Plenty of times they won't. You have to drive very defensively here. Your head on a swivel. Presume nobody's gonna stop. Which brings me to insurance. You can buy a Mexican insurance policy for $100 a year. And that actually covers your driver's license. So you can drive whatever car or ATV that you want, and you're going to be covered. Which I find strange because they don't have access to your driving record in the United States. It's a liability policy. My particular choices is to have an old Mexican car down here, a throwaway car if you will, that if something happens, I'm not going to be overly distraught. But that also, when I was talking to my agent down here, Alejandro, what the hell's the name of that place? I don't remember. Anyway, I asked him, Portugal, Alejandro Portugal, with Portugal Insurance. I asked him how many Mexicans carry auto insurance, and the response I got was maybe 10%. 10%. If you think for 1 minute that somebody's going to be at fault and crashes into you, that they're going to have insurance to cover the damages, you're wrong. It's not going to happen. And I've known situations where Americans have been hit. The Mexican will say, I don't have anything, I'm poor, I don't have any insurance, I have no money, I can't do anything about this. Well, in many circumstances, what would happen is the police would come, they would get involved, and there may be some sort of judicial action that takes place to force the payment, but it's not likely. I'll also tell you that if you, as an American, come to Mexico, that's a great thing about Mexicans. They love their music so much they share it with everyone. Anyway, if you're an American and you come to Mexico without insurance and you get into an accident, there is a strong likelihood that you're going to go to jail until you can come up with a financial settlement that's going to be acceptable. If you kill somebody, and you don't have insurance, you're going to jail. Now, you don't have to buy a policy for $100 a year. I mean, you can. If you're only going to come down, I don't know, a week or two time a year, you can buy Mexican insurance through Costco. I mean, almost any insurance policy will sell you a temporary Mexican insurance policy. With that said, I've never been asked, I haven't been pulled over by the police in a long time, and mostly because, well, I ride my bike almost everywhere, or my quad, but I have never been asked in the times that I've been pulled over to show my insurance. Now, they'll look at my driver's license once in a while, once in a blue moon. I think they've actually ran it through their system. Well, their system is not the United States system. Mexican law enforcement they don't have access to United States criminal databases. That would be a complete nightmare. But they don't. So what they're checking is to see if you have any wants or warrants in Mexico. If you do, the fastest way to deal with it is to check your immigration status, and if you're not in compliance, they're going to escort you up to the border over to the United States. So that is my little lesson. Be very, very careful. I'm going to run this red light because I'm different than everyone. Here we go. Be very careful. Get your insurance. Pretend nobody's going to stop or see you or even care. And I bid you a good day, Earthlings.